What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my page. We're less than 200 subscribers away from getting to 20,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys, so thanks in advance. I can't respect anyone who's voting for Donald Trump. I can't take these people seriously. The guy is a clown. And I'm going to show you this video of former President Obama speaking about the lies that Donald Trump has been telling. And when I tell you I feel his anger with like every part of me, and you're going to feel it too. It's like he's Donald Trump's dad, and he's talking down to him like, what are you thinking? And you can feel that he's trying to figure out the words to make Donald Trump realize how horrible he's being and how much he's hurting people at their most vulnerable moments. You can literally feel his anger, his frustration, and just how petty he thinks Donald Trump is.
And it's been one of the most disturbing aspects of this election season about Trump's rise in politics is how we seem to have set aside the values that people like Dan stood for and Bob stood for and that I was taught, and those didn't used to be Republican and Democratic values. I mean, it used to be we'd have arguments about tax policy or foreign policy, but we didn't have arguments about whether you should tell the truth or not. We didn't make excuses for people who just violated basic norms of treating people fairly and with respect. I mean, just last week, I talked about this. We had one of the deadliest hurricanes in American history. The beautiful town of Asheville, North Carolina, one of my favorite places in the country. Spent time there, amazing people, devastated, hundreds of people killed. And President Biden and Vice President Harris were down there meeting with local officials and comforting families, asking how they could help. And Donald Trump at a rally just started making up stories about the Biden administration withholding aid from Republican areas and siphoning off aid to give to undocumented immigrants. Just made the stuff up. Everybody knew it wasn't true. Even local Republicans said it was not true. And now the people of Florida are dealing with another devastating storm. And I want you to watch what happens over the next few days, just like the last time. You're going to have leaders who try to help, and then you have a guy who will just lie about it to score political points, and this has consequences. Because people are afraid and they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I apply for help? And some of them may be discouraged from getting the help they need. The idea of intentionally trying to deceive people in their most desperate and vulnerable moments. And my question is, when did that become okay? I'm not looking for applause right now.
When did it become okay? Like, I get it. You guys, you think owning the libs is good, and if a Republican has a good joke about liberals, I laugh at it. I think it's funny. These are not jokes. This is not funny. People are being hurt by this. Elderly people, young kids are being hurt because Donald Trump is lying to them. Again, these people are at their most vulnerable moments. They should be seeking help, aid, and they're not. They think that the money's dried up. They think that FEMA is not going to be responding to them because that's what Donald Trump is out there saying. When did that become okay? What are we doing? Like, seriously, what are we doing? How are people still supporting this guy? Seriously, think about it for a second. You would not be okay with a coworker being like this, a colleague being like this, a classmate being like this, an uncle being like this, a cousin, a brother, a sister. You wouldn't be okay with it. You wouldn't be okay with someone just blatantly lying, bullying, being misogynistic, being racist. You wouldn't be okay with that. Why are you okay with it with Donald Trump? Again, what are we doing? Why are people supporting this dude? Seriously. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.